Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, January 30th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I come to healing harmony within my vibration. And today we are working through Moon in Pisces. And the Moon in Pisces today is making harmonious connections, which I think is nice. I think we need a little harmony. Harmony in our everything. But I want to say that as we move through this, we are building to Mercury moving from yesterday, conjuncting Pluto into squaring Uranus and squaring Jupiter. So we have these underlying squares, this kind of tightening of that cardinal T-square brewing. So that may be under the surface of honoring our flow. And what an interesting day we have today. We have, like I said, the Moon in Pisces making harmonious, easy connections, conjunct Neptune. I wrote Pluto there, but Neptune, which is also conjunct Pallas, which we'll get into, that's interesting, sextiling Pluto, and then sextiling Mercury. So, like I said, these easy connections. That first one, though, is so fascinating to me. Moon conjunct Neptune, conjunct Pallas in Pisces. This is at 10 degrees, so we'll start there. 10 degrees, which is, you know, we can break it down to so many different things. It has the 0 in it. And so that 0 is transformation energy. It's also wholeness, coming into the empowerment of wholeness. We have the 1, which is like starting something new, taking the lead. And I kind of am feeling that energy of like taking the lead going on. So we have that 10. And then altogether, the 10 is knowing your worthiness, knowing your talents, and knowing the soul light that you came to shine, your divine soul light that you came to shine. So the Moon brings up our emotions. It can heighten our intuition, especially when it is in Pisces energy, especially conjunct Neptune, which also in Pisces is expanding everybody's intuition. And so this is part of, I believe, the coming forward of the feminine energy, the coming forth of honoring your intuitive energy. So this is connecting that. Then we have Pallas, which is such an interesting asteroid to me. Pallas is Athena. So Pallas Athena, she's the wisdom warrior. However, in charts, one of the most fascinating things that I find she can connect to is the energy of the patriarchy. And so Pallas, this wisdom warrior, one of her jobs in astrology, in our charts, is working, I don't want to say working with the patriarchy, but working with that old structure of the patriarchy and seeing how through utilizing the feminine energy that all of us have yin, all of us have yang energy. So utilizing that yin energy, how we can break through. So again, this at 10 degrees is, do you know the wisdom of your intuition? Do you know the worth of your intuition? Do you know the wisdom of your personal flow, of honoring what is true for you? And we talked about this yesterday, and it just has been resonating in my head. Resistance is suppression. Resistance is not the feminine energy. And again, I'm not saying anything about, resist or any of that. Like, do what you are aligned with, please. But recognize that resistance energy. I personally have really been, I realized this today. I was like, oh, this has been my process this year. I was holding, because a part of me that wanted this certain structure, like it was like, well, it's not showing up how I want it to show up. So because it wasn't what I thought I deserved, it wasn't how I thought it should be, how it should look, I found myself resisting this thing that I couldn't resist because it was me, it was in my heart. And so this is where we get into this energy, that resistance is suppression. If you are resisting what is true for you, if you are resisting that flow, if you are resisting your soul, then you're still falling under that patriarchal energy where you're not honoring the truth of harmony within you. And so we're moving beyond that. This is also true if you are participating in something that's not aligned with you. That's still that resistance of yourself, and that is that suppression of your authentic blooming. It's resistance of how you came to show up, how you came to participate. And so we have this opportunity to really hold ourselves in this place of like, I shall not be moved except by my flow. That's what I'm feeling. So it's like, that's that balance right there. Really honoring who you are. So we're coming into this energy. And that's happening early in the morning. You may find, because this will be happening while some of us are still in dreamland, that you actually dream about this. And it may show you where you are holding some of that resistance, where you are still upholding the patriarchy within yourself. And that's where, again, we want to start chipping away at that in ourself, because that just feeds into everything outside of ourselves. So, Moon then connecting to Pluto, I believe furthers this energy. Pluto, 17 degrees, which is an 8. How are you showing up? But again, if we break it down, 1, the pioneer, igniting and blazing your path. 7, in the flow, because it's authentic to your divine path, because it's authentic to your divine flow. Are you doing this for yourself? Are you doing this because it's in alignment with yourself? Because come into harmony with the oneness within you, and you can come into harmony with We Are the World, with the oneness of everything. Finally, we have the Moon connecting to Mercury. Now again, Mercury is at 19 degrees. 1 plus 9 is a 10. So here again, we have the worth. And so we have Mercury in Capricorn, which has moved out of the shadow, but it's like, hey, are you relearning how to calibrate in your head your worth? Do you know the wisdom of your flow? Do you know the wisdom of honoring your passion? There's that 9 energy. Honoring your path that you're meant to blaze. This energy is working with us. Are you working with it? Are you coming into harmony with this? And there's going to be a lot of push and pull going out. I mean, there is. It's not like there's going to be. There is a lot of push and pull going on in the world around us. Stay centered. Stay in your oneness, because this is how we come into oneness with all. And keep checking in. What is my vibration? What kind of vibration am I feeding the world right now? Am I feeding a vibration of peace? Am I feeding a vibration of harmony? Am I feeding a vibration of balance? Am I feeding a vibration of love? Am I feeding the vibration of compassion? Keep upholding these vibrations that you want to put into this new structure, because overall, this is what's happening. Restructuring. Easy. And it's good to restructure with these foundations: peace, harmony, compassion, love, fun, joy, whatever it is, that's in alignment with your authentic soul. Innocence. I think innocence is a really good one. Set those as your internal structure, as your internal oneness, and then let it expand from there. So, speaking of that, look what I've got. I've got this Rebel card, breaking through chains, breaking these old bonds. And you don't have to do it by purposely being a rebel. You have to do it by checking in with your moral compass and allowing your compass to be led by the compass of peace, the compass of love, the compass of harmony, the compass of flow, and be in that energy. That's when you're in your innocence. That's when you're in your authenticity. That's when you're in your soul shine. Oh, I love that I turned that and it caught the light right as I said that. That was not on purpose. The innocence, this is the sun card. So it is about allowing your soul to shine so that you can show up in the world and participate in the way that you came to participate. Because, I say this often, you came for such a time as this. I believe it. Every one of you who is watching this, every one of you who resonates with my message, we came for a reason. So stop being like, I don't know why I showed up for this. I don't know why I signed up for this. Because the world needed us. The world needed our soul shine. The world needed our light. And we were happy and joyous to participate in this energy. Now, I've also got clinging to the past and exhaustion. And if you're going down that other pathway, you are going to feel this energy. You're going to feel the heaviness. You're going to feel the exhaustion, because there is so much of that going on in the world. That means you're still clinging to the old ways. And so that's an opportunity to make that shift, break through those old chains, break through that old patriarchal energy that's still in you, the way things should be or whatever, and find that innocence within you. Now, from Sacred Geometry cards, I pulled such a perfect card for this energy. I pulled Ho'oponopono Sunset. And Nicole, I think it's on Gaia Blooming, but she has a great Ho'oponopono video which takes you through, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And I also like to look at the other Ho'oponopono version, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you. Instead of, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Sometimes you have to say, I'm sorry, and I forgive you as well. So I like to balance, harmony. And that's what this card is, harmony, right action, so in alignment. This card joins two powerful traditions, Hindu Tantric tradition, the geometry of the Sri Yantra, you see that, those 9 triangles, interlocking form a powerful meditation symbol that is said to encapsulate the entire universe in a single geometric visualization, and it does represent the coming together of the feminine and the masculine, balanced, harmonious energies. And then the Ho'oponopono from the Huna tradition of Hawaii, meant to bring harmony and be in right action with ancestors, make things right with people who you have relationships with at present. Its intent is to correct the wrongs that have occurred in one's life. And I don't necessarily think it's about the wrongs, but like, we've all had things that we regret. Don't hold on to the regrets. Let's work through that energy and see why these things happen. This card acknowledges your intent to create a life of freedom from guilt, shame, and blame. It asks you to meditate on people and events in your life and search for an understanding of what you need to now know to bring these events, these energies, into harmony and right action. So I think we could be doing some ho'oponoponoing on the world right now. Seek harmony within yourself first, and then be open to communicating with others in a manner that will bring your greatest understanding and harmony to all. And you may enjoy the offering this sunset prayer. I forgive myself and all beings for any misthought, word, or action that occurred in this day. I acknowledge that the universe is unlimited potential and all is transpiring in perfect divine order in my life at this time. Everything is working out for us. Everything is beautiful. Let's keep feeding the world with our high vibrational compass that we came to bring at this time. So that's it for today. Long reading for just a few short aspects, but I had a lot to say, I guess, or the universe had a lot to say through me. So that's it for today. Book a reading. If you would like to dive in deeper into your chart, you can find that at GaiaBlooming.com. You can email me, mimiclark@gmail.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.